Hey folks, Sylvia's here. We are here to play up some Project G again. So last time we got my new ship, or sub. Again, I'm really not sure what the terminology is for that. Ideally we want to upgrade it, but we need to get some levels first, and I'm only level 2 at the moment. So that means grinding. More and more grinding. I'll say this though, I mean, like, I like grinding. I mean, like, excessive grinding is never fun, but I mean, like, a little bit of grinding I'm okay with. Because, like, when you're grinding, you get to, like, directly feel progress. Unlike in life, where I just consistently fail at everything I do. In video games, when I'm grinding, I actually get better at things. And I'm kind of enjoying these nukes still. However, the delay until they explode is actually kind of concerning, and sort of considering going back to the homing missiles. Oh, God. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be a like, moment of invincibility after you take damage. At least after you lose the shield. Or it should at the very least, like, when shield bubble 3 goes down to 0 and I hit to level, like, health level 2. I guess I would call them lives. Yeah, I'm really not sure how I feel about that. We'll just keep nuking him. Oh! I did not realize that things can survive the nuke. I just kind of assumed that the nuke killed everything. Alright. We'll try to be better at this. I did, however, just kind of casually fly right into that. Steer, swim, again, I really don't know. Ooh. Ooh. I'm feeling a little bit better about myself right now. Oh God, I went right into it. It's like I completely forgot how to play the game. We are, however, going to upgrades. Switch to the homing missiles back. Yeah, I like, whoops, that wasn't the right button. As legitimately cool as the nuke is, and also as legitimately powerful as the nuke is, I kind of use the secondary weapon as a, like, oh crap, panic moment. And having there be a, I don't know, like a 3-second delay before my panic button actually does something is kind of problematic. I haven't actually timed that. But however long it is. Come on. Alright, whatever. I also feel like, with these types of games... I just... I don't even know. It's, like... man. Everything I've done in video games for the past 2 days has basically just ended in some degree of failure, and it's kind of amazing. My last Leaf video was kind of a disaster, and it's not all necessarily me. Like, I went to go do something in my last Leaf video, and it just wasn't possible due to events in the game. And then I screwed up what I started doing afterwards. Then I get on Sylvius before this, and the first video I wanted to make on Sylvius wasn't possible. I'm all talking about Tibia, by the way, for people who don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like the first thing I went to do there just ended in disaster. God. Oh my god! Oh my god! What is this? I'm just... Oh my god. I'm like legitimately not sure what's happening to me right now. I get on Sylvius, the first place I wanted to go didn't work because somebody was there. I get on, then I go somewhere else, I go to the wrong spot, then I play like I'm an idiot. On Sylvius, like just making like, not even like noob mistakes, but like, I'm just an idiot mistakes. Like shooting myself in the foot kind of mistakes, and I don't understand why I was making them. And that's kind of exactly what I'm doing here. And I don't understand why it's happening. Although, I have to say, I was pretty confident I was going to eat a shot there in the face there, and I'm surprised I did not. Dude, what? I have done nothing productive in this video so far. Because I don't get experience points when I fail, I believe. Or maybe I do, I honestly can't tell. Let's go back to Zone 1, where I can hopefully succeed. Oh my god. Yeah, like normally my my Project G Let's Plays run like around 15 minutes, and I think we're like 5 minutes in, and I've done literally nothing. I actually forgot all about these torpedoes. I was so good there too, like that had to have been the end of the course right there. And I had like dodged pretty well until the end, and then just took 2 shots immediately. Just one after another. Yeah, there definitely needs to be, like, I'm going to call that a design flaw. There definitely needs to be a moment of invincibility, or after you lose a life, that's what I'm going to tentatively call those now. After you lose a life, it needs to start you back with full shields. Letting me, like, lose my shield, and then, have the game just, like, fire 3 shots at me in a row and just have me instantly die, that's a problem. I'm gonna call that a design issue. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize that happens. We almost done? God, I'm just doing so bad at everything tonight. I'm so glad I got that shield pickup before I ate that bullet to the face. Anything? Alright, the game just froze on me. Check that out. Or not, okay. So... I like seriously? The one time I actually succeeded, the game bugs and just doesn't end the course. Okay. That's actually the first bug I've experienced, though. That's kind of strange. I just casually let that dude shoot me, too. Is this dude just gonna like crash into me like some of his contemporaries do? Break it! Break it! I mean, there's really no reason to break it, but still, break it! Awesome. But I did in fact get that log before. Okay. Yeah, when they're like... This actually is not the only game I've ever had do that to me, but when they're lined up like that, it's almost impossible to, like, position. God. Oh my god. I'm so bad! And how did I get 3 stars? Okay, can we, like, can we make this sub better? Speed upgrade, alright, do it. We need to get level 6 to do anything else. Oh boy. Alright. I haven't actually confirmed if the amount of EXP I'm getting is like based off of the score I'm getting. That number that's at the top of the screen. I would imagine it is, but I have not confirmed it. I hate when I get these two things at the same time, especially because like rapid fire is time-based and spread shot is bullet-based. Like, it's a little bit redundant to have two, like, boosts at the same time, but even more so when one of them goes away the faster you shoot, and the other one doesn't, and you just want to fire it as many times as possible in a short period of time. Okay. We still got our shields, and we're still at 3 life. And that went weirdly well. And I didn't realize I was out of missiles and was trying to kill that dude with a missile. That could have gone over a little bit better. Yeah, I was like hitting spacebar to fire missiles and was like, why isn't this dude above me dying? Why isn't he dying? Alright, we got another level up. We're gonna just retry, because I know I can beat this course. I should hopefully get another level up here. And then we'll upgrade our weapons and whatnot, and then life will be good. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Okay. So you know what? That was good use of missile right there. I didn't have to, like, stress myself out and, like, overextend by getting up there to shoot those dudes. And that was also good use, because otherwise I would have taken more shots than I already had. And I desperately need this fish to die. Okay, thank God. I needed that fish to die, because that one can shoot at me, and I desperately need to scratch my nose. And it's either take my hands off the fire controls, or take my hands off the steering controls. And I don't know which one was better, but, Alright, all out of missiles. What great timing that multi-shot was. Oh my god. I'm doing so good right now. I mean, up until that point. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the item drops really make a huge difference. Woo! And we are level 6. So I only got 91 EXP points. I really don't know how the EXP determination works. But we're upgrading. We're upgrading the attack power. Confirm it. We're upgrading the speed. Confirm it. Oh. That's a 3-star thing, so let's go to the shop. And there is nothing for me to buy. Besides skins, but that's not really important. Fuel? Buy. That's not the thing I needed. That's the thing I needed. Whoops, actually, I meant to go to the base there. So, upgrade. The fact, though, that at the second tier of upgrades, well, I mean, like, the first tier of upgrades, I was only able to upgrade speed. So the first real tier, I already had to buy stuff, is not boding well for my ability to get these upgrades smoothly. Now, boss time. I actually never noticed that firing my weapon makes my submarine move backwards. And as always, upgrading your weapons increases the maximum number of missiles, which is nice. Nice little, like, attention to detail kind of thing there. Whoops. I got the thing before I fired the missile. Oh well. No, I kind of don't want that. Ooh, I almost let that hit me. There we go. Oh, I did let that hit me. Okay, get him. Good. I'm also not sure if I've read the most recent log. Although I do like those because they let me see how much damage my attacks do. So before I got this most recent upgrade to my weapons, my bullets were dealing 11 damage to those barrels, and now they're dealing 14. I don't know if I'm getting a flat, like, 3 damage increase, or if I'm getting a, like, percentage increase. Boss time. I actually forgot that I'm on the level with the boss. Whew! You know, there's really no reason for me to be firing at this point. Also, last video I kind of struggled with dodging his shots there, and I don't know why I didn't just consider going up and then down like that. Also, was I just, like, not firing for a while? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Yo, like, this is way easy than I remember it. Oop, and I just kind of casually let that hit me in the face. Up, down, down, up, down. Yeah, this is like way easier than I remember being. I remember struggling on that the last times I did it. I mean, like, clearly because I'm just an idiot, and I almost let that hit me. Down, up more, down. By the way, after this boss, I'm going to call it, since we got our first set of upgrades, and I think my ship is okay, and I don't want to continue sucking. Boss completed. Let's see how much EXP I get. So, 130? Okay. Alright, folks. We're going to call it here. For now, though, as always, actually, I want to... Oops. Before I do that, I kind of... I'm clicking on the... Well, let's see these while we're at it. Alright, I don't remember reading this entry. January 1st, 2050. It's about survival of our species now. Giga Corporation has moved operations to a secret location, which I will not disclose even in this log. The free market collapsed in 2045, paving the way for bartering and theft to become status quo as a way to obtain food. We saw it coming, started building work on our new secret base just in time. It's been 8 years now since the move. We work endlessly on plans to reverse some of the more extreme shifts seen in the past 2 decades. One of the last known bee populations in our care is in our care, and samples of the main crops that were lost in the global collapse kept in artificial conditions, guarded and nurtured. Of necessity, the base is isolated, as are 8 satellite locations. Let's call it what it is. We're cut off from the outside world, and perhaps that's a blessing. Life is harsh out there, we know that much. Earth seems to be screaming sick, either freezing or baking, both symptoms making death a constant companion to the living. The kind of healthcare systems I knew as a young man are no more than I remember to dream now. In my day stories, I tell the youngsters. At least Giga Corporation is still able to give our roughly 15,000 employees a better chance. I call them employees, but by now, of course, salaries are long forgotten. We've all had to come to terms with the fact that we're working to save our species. Money the world has realized too late cannot be eaten. I think it can. And 2060. I feel like I should lean towards the screen and say, is this thing on? As my dad always used to. Reading through previous decades' reviews has been a touching experience. Back to reality. The current status of our mission. Our work towards hoped-for solutions seems misplaced until 5 years ago, when we had a much-needed breakthrough. The fish, we discovered, were not all gone. Here and there, marine life managed to thrive, hidden away in quiet corners. As seems to be the norm, the silver lining was attached to a big black cloud. Predators had migrated across the oceans in search of the disappearing food, and are equipped by Mother Evolution to find what they're looking for. The problem is there are too many of them. It was a tricky challenge. We couldn't just fish for the baddies without putting the seeds of renewing marine life worldwide at risk. Instead, we made a plan: artificial cybernetic fish bots. The bots are smart. They process and clean pollution from the water they swim in, while protecting vulnerable fish populations from nasties that want to eat them. Of course, we learned from the past not to mess with ecosystems. The bots don't kill all the bad guys, just enough to maintain balance. From the sketchy information we've been able to obtain from the outside world is stabilizing. Africa and Central America are virtually empty, uninhabitable. People flock to places where they can still survive. The world population has dropped like a stone in the last 40 years, so the initial violence and unrest have subsided. There's space for climate refugees. We've heard rumor of research similar to ours being done. I just hope desperation doesn't override common sense. World population, 40 billion. Or 4 billion, sorry. There we go. Were we the same person all this time? Prepared by... No, I guess not. Prepared by James Edgar. Prepared by James Edgar. So wait, we just switched people here? Now we're Gillian Smith. Were we James Edgar from the beginning? Charles Edgar, initially. Charles Edgar. Weird. Okay. Alright, folks, that's it for this video. For now, as always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Check me out on Patreon, Twitter, and Facebook. And I will see you folks later.